right, excuse me. So with that, I think we're just going to move on to Bravest face. Here we go.
Though we might have precious little, it's still precious. I like that song about this wonderful world. It's got a sunny point of view, and sometimes I feel it's true, at least for a few of us. I like that world, it makes a wonderful song, but there's a darker point of view, but sadly just as true for so many among us. Though we might have precious little, it's still precious. In the sweetest child there's a vicious streak. In the strongest man there's a child so weak. In the whole wide world there's no magic place, so you might as well rise, put on your bravest face. Put on your bravest face. I like that show where they solve all the murders and heroic point of view. It's got justice and vengeance too, at least so the story goes. I like that story, makes a satisfying case, but there's a messy point of view, and that's sadly just as true for so many among us. For so many among us. In the softest voice there's an acid tongue. In the oldest eyes there's a soul so young. In the shakiest will there's a core of steel. On the smoothest ride there's a squeaky wheel. In the sweetest child there's a vicious streak. In the strongest man there's a child so weak. In the whole wide world there's no magic place, so you might as well rise, put on your bravest face. Put on your bravest face. In the softest voice there's an acid tongue. In the oldest eyes there's a soul so young. In the shakiest will there's a core of steel. On the smoothest ride there's a squeaky wheel. In the sweetest child there's a vicious streak. In the strongest man there's a child so weak. In the whole wide world there's no magic place, so you might as well rise, put on your bravest face. Though we might have precious little, it's still precious. In the softest voice there's an acid tongue. In the oldest eyes there's a soul so young. In the shakiest will there's a core of steel. On the smoothest ride there's a squeaky wheel. In the sweetest child there's a vicious streak. In the strongest man there's a child so bravest face. Put on your bravest face.
Oh, wow. I loved Giddy's voice at the end there. I mean, I love Giddy's voice all the time, right? But he put a little special something on it at the end there. This was this was a very fun song. It had like a very unique like pop rock kind of feel at certain points, but it also has a kind of southern rock feel a little bit, a little blues still at the end. Um, you know, let's just go back at the beginning a little bit.
Though we might have precious little, it's still precious.
Yeah, I love the opening riff by Alex. It is very still reminiscent of like their old days, dude. Just I love how Alex does his arpeggios. I love his choice of chords. Yeah, no, this song was very cool, very memorable.
Put on your bravest face. I like that show where they solve all the murders and heroic point of view.
I really love Getty's voice on the song, like the way he goes a little high sometimes. And I love when the song just really calms down and it's just Alex playing his chords on like, supposedly it sounds like a very, like it sounds like an electric guitar, just with no effects on it. I love how it sounds. Very alternative, a little grungy, right? This was a great song. Very enjoyable. All right, so we're going to check out the lyrics for Bravest Face. Though we might have precious little time, it's still precious. I like that song about this wonderful world. It's got a sunny point of view, and sometimes I feel it's true, at least for a few of us. I feel like I like that world. It makes a wonderful song, but there's a darker point of view. But sadly, just as true for so many among us. Though we might have precious little, it's still precious. In the sweetest child, there's a vicious streak. In the strongest man, there's a child so weak. In the whole wide world, there's no magic place. So you might as well rise, put on your bravest face. Put on your bravest face. Wow, okay, so just calling out there's no magic place, dude. Yeah, it's the normal world is very boring in comparison to like, stories, dude. I like that show where they solve all the murders. An heroic point of view, it's got justice and vengeance too. At least so the story goes. I like that story. Makes a satisfying case. But there's a messy point of view that's sadly just as true for so many among us. For so many among us. In softest voice, there's an acid tongue. In the oldest eyes, there's a soul so young. In the shakiest will, there's a core of steel. On the smoothest ride, there's a squeaky wheel. In the sweetest child, there's a vicious streak. In the strongest man, there's a child so weak. In the whole wide world, there's no magic place, so you might as well rise. Put on your bravest face. Put on your bravest face. Wow. So I think that is the meat of the song. I think the rest of the song just kind of repeats what we've already read. Yeah, it's talking about, hey, you just got to take reality as it is. We read these stories and read these or watch these movies that have like good endings and a well thought out like pace, like things just kind of work out. But yeah, most of the time that is just a fantasy, and yeah, I think that's what the song is trying to say. It's also coming back to like, don't get stuck in the nihilism. Put on your bravest face and do what you can with the world you have in front of you. I think that is the overall message I'm getting from this song. All right, and let me know what you think of the song. It was very fun. It wasn't like the most stand out song, but it did have a lot of standout moments, which I will remember. All right, just yeah, we're gonna move on to the next song in the list. Good News First. Here we go.
ever say.
Dude, I really love that ring out. Ring out sounds like it was like in like a pop punk band or something. Uh no, this was a great song, dude. It stood out so much. It had such an interesting and unique like introduction. Like I don't even know like what to call it. Like a math rock jazz kind of feel at the beginning, dude. Like this song was wild. A lot of fun Neil moments where he was playing with the hi-hat. That was a lot of fun. Uh, yeah, let's just go back to the beginning of the song real quick. Yeah, I love the bass for this one as well. The bass is very prominent in the intro. Yeah, it just sounds very metallic, and I love when Getty's bass stands out. So yeah, this song was a lot of fun. Definitely one of the most standout tracks so far. This album has been just top tier, dude, so far. Like uh I'm going to assume most Rush fans love this album. There's a lot to love, dude. There is so much. Every song has been so complex, so interesting, and just evocative of some other ethereal plane they keep on unlocking, dude. As a band, collectively, they work together to unlock these ethereal realms for us to experience with audio. Oh, wow. All right. Uh, wow. All right. So, good news first. Let's check out the lyrics. Excuse me. I'm starting to get hungry. The best we can agree on is it could have been worse. What happened to your old benevolent universe? You know the one with stars that revolve around you, beaming down full of promises to bring good news. You used to feel that way, the saddest words you could ever say, but I know you'll remember that day, and the most beautiful words I could ever say, and the most beautiful words I could ever say. The worst thing about it all is that you might have been right, and I'm not really sure, and I'm still not really sure what started that fight, but I still get this feeling there's more trouble ahead. So never mind the bad news. Let's have the good news instead. You used to feel that way, the saddest words you could ever say, but I know you'll remember that day, and the most beautiful words I could ever say, and the most beautiful words. Some would say they never fear a thing. Well, I do, and I'm afraid enough for both of us, for me and you. Time, if nothing else, will do its worst, so do me that favor and tell me the good news first. The good news first. You used to feel that way, the saddest words you could ever say, but I know you'll remember that day, and the most beautiful words I could ever say, and the most beautiful words I could ever say. Wow. So this definitely has to be like a very personal song for Neil, right, guys? Come on. It seems like he's like recalling when he had like an argument with maybe his wife, dude, or maybe just somebody. Maybe I'm just thinking too much about it, like thinking too much about Neil's tragedies, but I want to connect it, right? Maybe that's selfish of me. What do you think the song's about? What do you have to say about the song? It was a very, very fun song to listen to. Like, musically, it was one of my favorite. Right next to Spindrift, dude, honestly. This was a lot of fun. All right, so we are going to move on into the next song, which I believe is the last instrumental on this album, Malignant Narcissism. That is a hilarious way to end the song with like a oh excuse my dog, dude. But the way they ended that song was hilarious, dude. I love that one. That was a very fun instrumental. I love Getty's bass, dude. Uh, no, the boys were just having so much fun. Malignant narcissism. What the heck? Who is malignantly narcissistic, dude? Which one is it? No, that one was a lot of fun, dude. They're just like cementing themselves on top as like the jam session crew, dude. This sounded like kind of like a little bit if Tool did something like this, dude. The bass was just epic, dude. I love this song. All right, so we are moving in to the final track on Snakes and Arrows. What is it? We hold on, dude. We do indeed hold on. So let's see if the message is hopeful, like what I'm expecting. So, without further ado, let us finish this album up. Here we go.
How many times do we tire of all the little battles? Threaten to call it quits, tempted to cut and run. How many times do we weather out the stormy evenings, long to slam the front door, drive away into the setting sun? Times must another line be drawn? We could be down and gone, but we hold on. Keep going until dawn. How many times must another line be drawn? We could be down and gone, but we hold on. Times do we chafe against the repetition, straining against the fate, measured out in coffee breaks? How many times do we swallow our ambition, long to give up the same old way, find another road to take? Times must another line be drawn? We could be down and gone, but we hold on. Keep holding on so long, 'cause there's a chance that we might not
Wow, dude. What a song. Alex was like, I need all the time for squealies, dude. Pinch harmonics, dude. There was so much of them. I loved how metal the song was, dude. Like, what an interesting song. What an interesting way to close out an album with just a song full of so many like metal calls, dude. Like Alex's guitar was wild on this one. No, you can definitely hear a bit of like Indian influence. This one sounded almost like a freaking System of a Down song, dude. That's what a lot of the pig squealing, not pig squealing, pinch harmonics were making me think of. The one specific part, that part really reminded me of like a System of a Down song, probably off their first album, dude. If anybody listens to System of a Down, probably know what I'm talking about. This was a great song. You know, let's just go over it, get some more, few more things to say about it, maybe.
How many times do we tire of all the little battles? Threaten to call it quits. Keep going until dawn. How many times must another line be drawn? Leaning against the fate, measured out.
Dude, this song was just amazing, dude. It had so much fun into it. Like yeah, the bridge section where Alex is just throwing in those pinch harmonics, dude. This was such a crazy and like almost random addition to a song. I did not expect it. Maybe it has something to do with the Indian influence, dude. This whole song, a lot of songs on this album sounded like really influenced by Indian music. Anyways, what a great way to end the album, dude. Uh, all right, so with that, we're gonna check out the lyrics, dude. How many times do we tire of all the little battles, threaten to call it quits, tempted to cut and run? How many times do we weather out the stormy evenings, long to slam the front door, drive away into the setting sun, keep going on till dawn? How many times must another line be drawn? We could be down and gone, but we hold on. Keep going on till dawn. How many times must another line be drawn? We could be down and gone, but we hold on. How many times do we chaff against the repetition, straining against the faith, measured out in coffee breaks? How many times do we swallow our ambition, long to give up the same old way, find another road to take? Keep going on till dawn. How many times must another line be drawn? We could be down and gone, but we hold on. Keep holding on so long, 'cause there's a chance that we might not be so wrong. We could be down and gone, but we hold on. How many times do we wonder if it's even worth it? There's got to be some other way to get me through the day. Keep going on till dawn. How many times must another line be drawn? We could be down and gone, but we hold on. Keep going on till dawn. How many times must another line be drawn? We could be down and gone, but we hold on. Gosh, they do repeat the chorus like a lot, dude. A lot of songs have had like double choruses, dude. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I think the song is pretty easy to decipher. You know, it's about just how many times have you thought about quitting? But there's something about it, about us that just keeps on holding on and keeping on trucking, dude. A very nice way to end the album with hope, dude. A lot of hope after talking about a lot of things, dude, like war, um, you know, disparity between poor and rich. Uh, yeah, you know, I'm seeing a lot of like dueling themes like snakes and arrows, defense and weapon, uh, you know, armor and sword. Yeah, no, let me know what you think of this album. Let me know if any other are other. Let me know if there are other hidden meanings that I missed. Um, you know, that would be cool. Uh, you know, let me know what you think of this song in particular. We Hold On. You know, was it a great uh, ender to the album for you? All right, guys. Well, with that, I think we are finished here with Snakes and Arrows. Overall, I loved it, dude. This was so fun. I love listening to full albums like this again. You know, lately I just haven't had a lot of the energy to sit down and listen for a whole hour and record. But lately, since I've got my new setup here, it's been a lot more comfortable and very happy to be able to listen to a full album like this again. You know, you get like a lot of the themes really crushed into one moment, one experience, and you get a feel for just the artist's minds as they were making it when you really listen to each song back to back like this. So this was a lot of fun. Really appreciate having everybody watch along with me. Really couldn't do this without you. So thank you guys. All right. So with that, just going to do my outro before thanking the Patreons. You know, we have one album left, dude. Clockwork Angels. If I'm correct, like we're basically done, dude. We have one album left, so this is going to be a big deal. Clockwork Angels is going to be a big deal for me personally. Yeah, no, so I hope everybody is really excited for it. Let me know if we have any you know, live things, live albums to watch. You know, somebody put that in the comments. And you know, just make sure to have a good rest of your day. Make sure to leave a like and a subscribe before you leave. And make sure to check out my Patreon, you know, all that stuff. So we're going to give a thanks to the gold tier patrons. We have Adam Sanford, Gary Milstead, HRH Kinglurkst, Joseph Wilger, Onyxia, Peter K, Tammy Curtis, Todd Weiler, Jim Tatro, Mark Gettemeyer, Thomas Whiteoff, Dirk, Robert D. Hassinger, Brett King, and Kip Staley. Thank you. And the rest of the patrons, thank you all so very much. Really couldn't do this without each and every single one of you. So yeah, here's the Patreon, guys. Going over, if you want to support the channel, you get early access to my videos, you know, and you can also like take part in the discussions, like lead the polls, you know, what songs do I listen to next? What movies do I watch next? A whole bunch of fun stuff. Make sure to check out my second channel if you haven't already, a Slops Movie and TV Corner. And yeah, guys, just stay cool, dude. Like, be kind. Yeah, make sure to leave your comments, your likes, your concerns, everything down below. And just wow, dude. Can't believe we're almost done. Cannot believe we are almost done. I don't even want to end this video because I'm just like having such a good time. I want to just listen to the next album right away, but no, I'm gonna wait at least a week, dude. I don't have any thoughts right now, guys, so like I might make a second video because this was a big album. There's a lot to think about, talk about. So I can't wait to hear your comments for each song. All right, so I will just talk to y'all in the next one, everyone. All right, peace.